Hello everyone, this is Dr. Cal with HouseCall911.com, and we're coming today to you with the topic of how to do trending in the area that you're interested in. Where to determine or how to determine if the properties in the area that you're looking at is really where they should be focused on. Is this really the hot part of the market or not? And again, you can find opportunities in any type of market, but we want to go ahead and say, looking at the market you're interested in, where might be the more fast-growing or fast-paced opportunities. In addition to taking somebody's word for it, it's always nice to be able to prove it, the old trust but verify strategy. So let's go to redfin.com. That's just redfin.com, and you'll see a search bar. Just go ahead and put in the city that you're interested in. So today, for an example, let's just go to Los Angeles, California. We'll type in Los Angeles. On the left side of the screen, you'll see a red outline. This would be the outline of the city, or what it's supposed to be. And then what we want to do is go up to the filters in the top part of the page. We'll click on the red button. On the left-hand side, we will deselect everything except houses. You can see here I've already deselected everything on that side. We'll also deselect everything except sale records. And for our purposes, we'll start at 6 months back. And then we'll update our search with this orange button on the right. Now, again, this is too far out. We're going to need to zoom in a little closer. So we go to the bottom right-hand corner where the plus symbol is. We hit the plus sign until we zoom in where we can read the street names. And so we want to zoom in as far as you're comfortable, but I would zoom in again until you can read most of the street names. You'll see these little blue houses pop up. And not to worry, if this wasn't exactly the area you were looking for as you zoomed in, you can click with the left cursor and drag the screen if you want to a different part of the map, so you can be looking at exactly the area you're interested in. Now, for this part, we're seeing only homes that have sold in this Los Angeles neighborhood for the last 6 months. Take a good look at where the cluster of activity is. You can see right here, there's a definite cluster of activity, and then of course sporadically throughout the area there's a good amount of activity. Right below this highway there appears to be a little less activity. Certainly I'd focus more energy efforts on what's going on north of this major highway. But let's go ahead and go back to the filters now, change the record date from 6 months to 3 months, and update the search again. Let's see how that has affected the activity level. Clearly in this far right-hand corner, or the eastern part, is still looking pretty strong, but it has weakened throughout the center section here. And then again, let's go back and change it one more time to 1 month back, updating one more time, and again, wow, look at that. All this on the left and center is pretty much gone, but in the last month, still good activity over here in the right corner of the screen where this map is. And so somewhere on either side of Castle Heights Avenue and below this street and above National Boulevard here, it looks like a good area that I'd want to focus on. And if somebody told me they wanted to develop what's called a saved search, where they're going to be sent information either by the realtor, or you can set one up through the site as well, where it automatically sends you leads as they come available, I definitely would want to carve out an area for this neighborhood. Again, where there's smoke, there's fire. A lot of times you might see cards come from realtors, for example, that said, we just bought or sold a home in your area. Well, that's because they know statistically there's likely to be more activity. And so when someone tells me that there's an area that's doing pretty well, I have a tendency to want to believe them, but also want to verify that information. And that's what's great about this tool, is we can go in and verify it. Now, if you're just looking at one length of time, I would recommend the 3-month period is probably the best length of time. And clearly, again, the neighborhood here on the right-hand side, or the eastern part of this map, where it is now, is the best place to put signs and or to look at activity of places that are servicing, like grocery stores, servicing this area, and or certainly any activity nearby. There is a little bit of an activity up in this little section here by Club Drive as well. And it's not to say any of these are bad, but I like to focus my time and energy where there's obviously more likely, statistically proven, activity levels. And so as we look at this, we can think 6 months back, 3 months back, 1 month back. Has it gotten faster? Has it gotten slower? And that can help us to determine, how aggressive we want to be on our offering price, as well as maybe the remodeling choices that we might make. But clearly, if this doesn't work in your area, you can go to a realtor and for free also ask them to produce a list of solds in a particular zip code or neighborhood name. You just want to then have them present that not in a list of addresses, but as a map. And if they don't know or haven't done that before, don't hesitate to come back to Redfin in an area you know does work and show them just right here, and they'll get a better idea of how they can help you. So again, this has just been a value-added option and tip from Dr. Cal here at housecall911.com to help you with your real estate investing practices, specifically in trending.